Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. No gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Fields. Escaping the... And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gibson here running out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff running left is Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A carry for Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You got the lead. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Gibson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Chicago. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Fields. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. 76 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Zach Ertz has it complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Montgomery, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20 and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
To his throw, taken in here by Fuller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Fields now to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Fields gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got room. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the screen pass.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Here's Fields. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off play action, Fields. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action, now it's Tua. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 81 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On first down, Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Field's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Take it at about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Second and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
On play action, here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On first down, it's Fields.
Being chased out left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks him.
And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Rush gets home. Down he goes. But Charles, it's one thing to win.